What is up, PhD friends? Welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why you should really be on LinkedIn if you're in graduate school, if you're a postdoc, if you finish with your PhD, if you're looking to transition careers. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you why you must make LinkedIn a priority right now. So before I continue with those reasons, I have a completely free training. I am coming out with a mini course on personal branding for PhDs. If you want to be notified when that course comes out, and also you want to get 3 simple tweaks that you can make on your LinkedIn profile that will help you stand out, I highly recommend that you download it. I'm going to leave the link in the description of this video. Go ahead and download it. I'm super excited to release this mini course, and so make sure you're on the list, okay? Make sure you've downloaded this and you're on my email list so that you can receive notification of this. So the first reason why you, my friend, should be on LinkedIn is that, listen, we are living in 2022. Today is January 2nd as I'm recording this, and people do Google you when you apply for jobs. And usually, if you don't have a website, your social media profiles are what are going to show up in that search, okay? Usually on the first page of Google, people will find your LinkedIn profile. And since LinkedIn is definitely connected with professionalism and a professional platform, people will click through to check, okay, these recruiters are going to click through to check you out on LinkedIn. So if you haven't built a LinkedIn presence, well, first of all, it's not even going to show. That result is not going to show. And then all that person has, this recruiter has, okay, is your resume to go off on. And yes, resumes are still important, right? And you should have a resume, and you should send out your resumes if you're looking for positions, as you should. However, people want to know more about you. People want to see what else there is about you. And so they will Google you. They will go look for you. And so you can curate that experience for the person that is searching for you by creating a very professional looking LinkedIn profile. A LinkedIn profile that also features other pieces of your work, other parts of yourself that don't necessarily go on that resume. You can put on LinkedIn. And with the competitive market that we're in now, I do know that currently we are in a job market, especially in the US. We're in a job market where it seems like employees have more of a choice these days. So it's slightly different. But in most cases, you know, when you're applying for something, most PhDs are applying for pretty competitive roles. You really want to stand out, right? And really one way to stand out is to use LinkedIn, is to build that LinkedIn profile so that it's nice, well optimized. People can find you, people can see more about you on there. The next reason to start building your LinkedIn profile is that LinkedIn is a great opportunity for you to build your professional network. I cannot overemphasize this, okay? I was sharing this on my Instagram stories just a few days ago where somebody had asked, you know, how do I build a professional network from zero when I don't have one? I want to venture out into non-academic careers. How do I really build my network? And one of the things I shared there was the fact that you should leverage LinkedIn, okay? LinkedIn allows you to connect with people in all sorts of professions, and you can do what's known as informational interviews where you connect with people based on their profession or based on something that they're doing, or they're working at a particular institution or organization that you'd like to work at. Connect with these people, nurture a relationship, right? Providing value to the other person. And then over time, right, have the conversations with these people about their careers, about how they got to the company that they're at, about what it takes to thrive in that company, and so on and so forth. That's what's known as an informational interview. And to be honest, I find that this is such an excellent tool for building your professional network. And if you have done a good job of giving the other person value, and you know, that phrase, giving the other person value, could be something as simple as, you know, maybe they post on LinkedIn quite frequently. Like me, I post on LinkedIn quite a lot. If you don't follow me on LinkedIn, go follow me there. And you know, I notice the people that comment quite a bit, right? So maybe all you do is comment on their post, or you read their blogs, or you watch the YouTube videos or something like that, and you leave insightful, helpful comments. Or, you know, you can, if you don't leave public comments, maybe you send them a message saying, hey, thank you, I watched this video of yours and I really enjoyed it, and I just wanted to reach out to say thank you. When you build goodwill like that, people remember you. The reason people remember is because most of the time when people message me, they're not necessarily messaging me to thank me. And I'm not saying that, you know, people should thank me for anything, right? But people are trying to ask things of me, right? Trying to ask things of my time. And that's what most people do, is that they ask for things, but they don't give things, right? And because of that, you always remember the people that took the time to just thank you, or took the time to just say hello, or took the time just to ask, hey, how are you doing? I haven't maybe seen you post in a few days. That's so nice to be able to get that. It's different, right? So when you provide value first, right, you begin to have, you know, that in that person's mind, you begin to build mind share. And so when there is a role that comes up, when there is an opportunity that comes up, they may think of you, especially if you've done a good job of building that relationship. So I find that networking, professional networking, finding people that are doing things that you want to do, all right, LinkedIn is an excellent place for you to go and learn about it and then connect with people who are already in those professions, so that when opportunities come, potentially that can, you know, pave a way for you as well. LinkedIn is also a great place for you to build your personal brand. What is a personal brand? A personal brand is simply your reputation. And academics have been doing this for a really long time. Somebody had asked me a question recently about, you know, what do you think about people that frown upon PhDs building their personal brands online? And my answer to that question was, PhDs have been building personal brands for centuries, okay, for decades. How have they done that? They've mostly done that offline, but every time you give a conference talk, every time you publish a paper, every time you write an article, every time you show up on a TV show, every time you do anything that is in the public, every time you do any of these things, you are projecting a reputation. You are projecting a personal brand. The only difference is that now there are no gatekeepers, right? It used to be that in order to be on television, you needed to know people. In order to get in certain journals, you need to know people. In order for you to get certain conference talks, you know, there are gatekeepers for everything. That's not a bad thing. It's just how sometimes the world works. But now we have a platform like LinkedIn where you can share your thoughts on a topic in your niche. You can talk about the latest research and your thoughts on it. You can share your own original research, right? You can provide motivation and advice to other people that are a few steps behind you. And all of this curated builds a personal brand, builds a reputation for you. And I can't overemphasize the value of building a personal brand. I recently did a video and I highly recommend that you check it out with Susanna Harris of PhD Balance and SusannaLHarris.com. And you know, how did I find her? I found her talking about biotech investing on LinkedIn, was super intrigued, reached out to her. She was kind enough to come on my YouTube channel and talk to me about that. And here's the thing that she shared in that video was how her personal brand helped her get a role that she didn't even interview for. Okay, she didn't interview for that role. She got that role because of her personal brand. LinkedIn has the power to help you do that. So if you haven't started building your LinkedIn, now is the time. Now is the time to start building your LinkedIn profile. And if you need some help, you need some pointers, again, I have that free training where I give you 3 tweaks that you can make to your LinkedIn profile that grab the attention of recruiters. Go check it out. Go download that. I'm going to leave the link below.